Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Hallie and I'm so happy that you're here, and welcome back to BOOKMAS Day 3. For today's BOOKMAS episode, we are going to be doing an ultimate book video, but Christmas/holiday edition. I did this video last year and it was so much fun. Basically, we are going to be doing a mixture of ultimate book things while also decorating for Christmas, making some Christmas cookies. We're going to go book shopping and I'm primarily going to be searching for just a few little like holiday books. I still have one more unread Christmas book from last year, but I did pretty good. I only bought 3 Christmas books last year and I read 2 of them, and then I read a couple that I didn't purchase that I like got from my library. So overall we're doing really good. I only have 1 left over from last year that I'm going to be adding to this year's little Christmas holiday TBR. So I want to go out today and see if I can find just a couple of little holiday books, primarily from half price books. I feel like for holiday books especially that I don't see myself rereading super soon, I would prefer to get those ones used from half price books. So I am going to check there first, and then depending on what I find from half price books, maybe I'll go to like Barnes. I have 2 different Barnes that are near my house that I can go to. So I don't know, we're gonna go book shopping. I'll give you guys a little bit of a book haul. We're going to decorate for Christmas, and then we're also going to be listening to some holiday audiobooks and possibly reading a book depending on what I find. It kind of all depends on what is at the half price books whenever I go out today. So we're just gonna jump right into the video. The first thing that we're going to be doing is I'm gonna go out to TJ Maxx, and I specifically want to get a little like throw pillow for my bed. I have like a Christmas blanket I can put on my bed. I think I need to like go on Amazon and order like a red duvet cover, because the little Christmas blanket that I have is like cream and then my bedding is white. So whenever they're next to each other, the white and the cream just do not look good next to each other. So I don't know. I'm gonna look at TJ Maxx, see what I find. My main thing I'm looking for though is just like I want like 1 or 2 Christmas pillows to like put on my bed, because I would have a blanket, and then I'll just see if I find anything else while I'm there. And then after that we are going to go book shopping at, like I said, half price books and possibly Barnes if I don't find that much at half price books. And then after we get home, we're gonna get right into decorating the house and finishing putting up the decorations. I did kind of start last night. I got about half of the inside done and the entire outside of the house done yesterday. We literally spent all day yesterday doing that. So today what I need to finish is like putting the ornaments on the tree and like little finishing touches, and then also do my entire room, which I don't have that much for my room. It's mainly just like the bedding and a couple of things for our side tables. So lots of fun and exciting things. We're gonna go decor shopping, book shopping, finish decorating, make some holiday cookies later tonight, and then I'll check in with you guys later tonight for a little book haul as well. Very exciting, very festive day. So let's get right into it. Okay, it is actually the next day and it's once again nighttime. So obviously, as you guys saw yesterday, we went out shopping. I found a couple of really cute decorations, also some other just random things. And then we came home, finished up the decorating. Literally all we have left is like to put on the last few ornaments on the tree. We got about 3/4 of the way done with the tree. So pretty much all the way done. We just have like the last few ornaments on the tree and then our bedroom to do as well. But I wanted to wait to do the bedroom till I showed you guys the couple of things that I found for the room. Honestly, I didn't get too much because our room is so small that like I don't want to like over cram it with things, but I obviously want it to be like festive and cute. So I'll show you guys what I got. And then I also was able to find a couple of Christmas books as well. So I want to show you guys the books that I got, tell you a little bit about them and the decorations as well. So I'm going to start with the decorations actually because we did that first. First of all, these pajamas. I found them at TJ Maxx. I was so excited about them because I recently got a pink pair of this same brand. It's like the Baby Gap or something. I don't know, but I got a pink pair and they're like my favorite pajamas. They're so soft and like they actually have stayed nice after washing and drying them. So I was really excited to find some by the same brand that were like kind of more Christmassy. It's like red polka dots with a hot pink stripe, which I think is so cute. So I got these and I immediately put them on and wore them while I was finishing decorating because like what else am I supposed to do other than that? And then also at TJ Maxx, I found these. I already took these ones out of the box, but I found these like little garland bow things and I think they're so cute. I love that they're like this deep red color and then they have little like, they almost look like sprinkles honestly, but like they're little, I don't even know what to call these. They're not like gems, but you can see them there. I'm really excited. I think it's gonna look so cute on the bookshelf and it kind of works perfectly because I already have the command hooks up from whenever I had the fall leaves on the shelves. So I think that it will work perfectly. They're so cute and I just love how like dainty they are because last year I kept seeing pictures on Pinterest of people like putting bow garland up, but it was like really, really big bows and I kept thinking like I would like to do that, but I didn't know if I'd want like giant ones like that. And so this is like the perfect little dainty, I don't know, I love how like they're kind of small and thin. So hopefully 2 boxes is long enough to do the whole bookshelf because they only had 2 boxes. So at TJ Maxx, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit because sometimes they have stuff like this and it's completely random. You got to take it and run with it. So I got 2 of these and hopefully they work fine on the bookshelf. And then for my bed, because I had mentioned that I really wanted to get some pillows, I ended up finding this 2-pack and they're just like, oh my gosh, the trees stand out so much more on the camera than they do in person. In person, it's like you can hardly make out the trees, but for some reason on the camera, you can just really see them. But I think it's cute. So I decided to get these. It came with 2 of them, like I said, so they'll sit on my bed like this. I was trying to find like another pillow that's like longer. I had found one and then I was like second guessing it because I was already getting these 2. And so I took a picture of it and I was like, oh, like maybe I'll come back for it, but I want to see if I can find something better. And then I never found anything better. So I honestly should have just gotten that pillow because it was at TJ Maxx. And again, like sometimes things at TJ Maxx, like you see it and then you just like never see it again if you don't just get it whenever you find it. So we'll see if I can go back there and find it again or if somebody else ended up buying that pillow. But for now we have at least these 2 green ones and I think that'll work really well on my bed. I still need to order like a red duvet cover for my bed, but you'll get to see like pretty much the full product besides like I guess the full bed. I don't know, you'll see in a second whenever I take you in the room to put all the decorations up. Also, Marky's going to be hanging another floating shelf for me tonight. I think he might end up doing that tomorrow, I'm not sure, but I'm hoping that he's able to do it tonight, so we'll see. So those are the couple of decoration items I got. I got 2 pillows, some garlands, some pajamas. I found a really cute pink sweater that I don't know where I put it whenever I got home, but it's so cute. It's like the perfect oversized little knit pink sweater and it's like my favorite shade of pink, so really excited about that. But anyway, those are the like, that's like the random haul. Moving on to books. First of all, I wanted to tell you guys about the 2 books that I already had on my physical TBR from last year. First of all, I have Holly Jolly Never After. This is actually the 2nd book in like a little Christmas trilogy. I forgot what the first one is called. I'll put like the cover of the book up here. I didn't really honestly love the book. That's why like I can't even remember what it was called. Like it was fine, honestly. I don't know. But I had already owned this one and then I realized after the fact, like after getting this one from Half Price Books, that it was the 2nd in the series. So I ended up renting the first one from my library and so that's why I read that one first even though I own this one. So yeah, honestly, I think that if I hadn't already owned this one, I probably wouldn't go out and buy it just because I didn't really enjoy the first one, but I already own this one, so I'm gonna give it a try. I have had it happen before where like I don't like a book as much, but then like another interconnected book will be way better better. So I'm holding out hope that maybe I will just like this one better and it will have kind of different vibes. But yeah, this one I believe is about like a reality star or something. I don't know. They're co-stars on a reality TV show and they have chemistry, but they have to pretend like they don't, but then they have to act like they do for the show or something. I don't know. I'm excited to read it. I'm excited to give it a try. And then we have The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year. I got this one last December, I believe, and I actually started this one on audio and I kind of listened to it here and there whenever I was driving to go shopping, and also when I was putting some of the decorations up for part of it. I was just like listening to Christmas music and vibing out, but I did end up listening to a little bit also while I was doing some decorations and stuff like that. This is basically about a author who gets invited to one of her biggest fans' Christmas parties or something. I don't know. I think I've only made it like 40 something pages into the book, so the plot is like barely just now getting started. That's how I know that she got invited to a Christmas party by one of her biggest fans. And then I think that there's obviously crimes that go down at the Christmas party and it's like a little murder mystery. But yeah, this has been really good so far. Honestly, I've really liked the narration for this so far, so I'm excited to get farther into this while I am finishing decorating the room and like putting up the last finishing touches on everything tonight. But those are the two books that I already had on my physical TBR, and then the two books that I got from Half Price Books are, first of all, Always in December by Emily Stone, and then I also got another book by Emily Stone called Love, Holly. I was specifically trying to pick up Christmas books that I felt like would have kind of like a more emotional plot line. I feel like I've like repeated myself 30 billion times, like every single time that I talk about contemporary romance, but it's just because I have found out that that is what I really enjoy more in contemporary romance. So I've been trying to find more books that obviously are still like spicy and funny and, you know, can have out-of-pocket premises and like whatever, but like I genuinely just need it to be like at least a little deeply emotional for me to be like invested or like rate it higher, I guess. And looking at reviews for this author, I feel like this author, like both of these books, people were saying that it was just really sweet and it made them cry and it made them emotional, so I'm really excited for these. This one says, every December, Josie mails a letter from her home in London to the parents that she lost on Christmas night many years ago. Every time she writes the same 3 words, missing you always. But one year, her annual trip to the mailbox is knocked off course when her bicycle collides with a handsome stranger, a stranger who will change Josie's life. Josie always thought she was the only one who avoided Christmas season, but this year, Max has his own reasons for doing the same. The coincidence leads them to spending the holiday together, aglow with new love, and Josie thinks that this might be the start of something special. But then Max disappears without saying goodbye, and over the next year, Max and Josie find that fate continues to unite them in places they'd never expected. I just thought that that sounded really sweet, and it sounds like it has the potential to be pretty emotional, so I'm excited for that one. And then Love, Holly. This one says, ever since a car accident tore her family apart, Holly has been a part of a Lonely Hearts letter writing club. Each December, she writes to a stranger who is also spending Christmas alone and receives a letter from another lonely person in return. Usually the letters go unanswered. That's the point. The letters are anonymous and the senders write whatever is in their heart. But this year, the letter Holly receives is different. Not only is the letter full of grief that she knows all too well, but its writer, Emma, mentions a place that Holly has visited. When she realizes that she might actually be able to find the letter's author, Holly becomes determined to reunite Emma with the estranged grandson, Jack, whom Emma is desperate to reconnect. So I don't know, both of those sound really cute and like they have potential to make me cry, make me emotional, and I think that's just like what I am looking for in romance at the moment. So I'm really excited. These are, I guess, like the 4 main Christmassy books that I want to read in December. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I just wanted to really quickly show you guys everything that I got, talk about the books that I have that I want to kind of read throughout the month in December to get into the Christmas holiday spirit. I love having a few little Christmassy books to read during the Christmas season, so I'm really excited that the time is here. I've had a really fun festive few days already, and it's been raining the last few days and it's supposed to still rain for the next like 4 days, so like this is, I'm having the time of my life. This is like the best week of my life, honestly. So my plan for tonight, I'm going to listen to The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year, and I'm going to set up my pillows and like test it with my little Christmas blanket that I have, and then I also need to go and try and order like a red duvet cover and see if I can find find something that will hopefully look cute with my blanket that I already have and make me like it more, because I'm just like, I'm on the fence. Like, I don't know if I want to keep it or try and find something else, but I'm gonna try and make it work first, hopefully. I don't know. Maybe I'll like it better once it all comes together with like the pillows and stuff. And I'm so excited to hang the bows up on the bookshelf and like make the bookshelf look a little bit festive. So that's what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna put up all the decorations. Hopefully Marky will hang up my floating shelf as well. So let's go do all of that, and then I'll show you guys kind of the finished product and all that stuff. Okay, hello. It's actually been a few days and I went to edit this video and I realized that I never gave you my final thoughts on The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year, and I did finish this, so I wanted to really quickly give you my final thoughts on this book. So my final rating for this is going to be 3.75 stars. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I ended up liking this more than I was expecting to. I've never read like a cozy mystery romance before, and honestly, I didn't realize also when I was going into it that this was like a Christmas holiday romance, but also like cozy mystery. And I thought it was really, really cute. What I will say is that the romance in this book is not like the best thing ever. I don't think like it's like a super deep and meaningful romance. It was really cute to watch and like was really cozy to watch, but what I enjoyed most about this book was like the actual cozy mystery aspect of it. I think that the plot was so intriguing and so interesting. I loved the direction that it went in, because you're basically following her to this Christmas party that she's been randomly invited to by one of her biggest fans, but she doesn't even know who the fan is until she arrives at the house, and then she's like shocked by who it is. And then a few days pass and then the person that's hosting this party ends up going missing, and so you end up kind of going on a journey of trying to unlock all these clues and find out, okay, where did she go? What happened? Is this a game? Was this intentional? Are we in danger? Nobody knows. But I just thought it was so interesting and done so well. It was like a really good balance of like playful and cozy while also still having that kind of like high stakes feeling where it's like, are we in danger? Like, I don't know, like we really actually need to figure out what's going on in case we are in danger, and I really, really liked that. And again, the romance for me, it was like, I don't think it would necessarily stand on its own like without the cozy mystery side of this book. I just think it was like a cute little addition side story. I will say by the end of the book, I kind of got a little bit of that depth that I was like kind of wanting from the main characters, and I think that that is what helped my rating go up for the book a little bit, to be honest, because by the end of the book, like the last third of the book, I'll say, you kind of get a couple of backstories for the main characters and like a couple of moments between the characters where they have some conversations and it makes their connection just feel a little bit more believable. So I do appreciate that, and I'm glad that that was included in this book to kind of help with the romance side of things. But I really, really liked the plot of this book, like the cozy mystery plot of this book. I loved the way it went. I loved trying to uncover the clues and all that stuff along the way, and I really, really liked the way that it ended as well. Very cute and cozy book. I honestly would recommend this because it's also just like a very short and quick and easy read, and it's just like very cozy feeling. So yeah, really, really liked this. But with that being said, that's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed today's Bookmas video. I honestly had the best time putting up decorations, going book shopping, reading a cozy little Christmas mystery romance, and I feel like it's just a great way to kick off the Bookmas season. So if you guys have not already, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss future content from me, especially with all the Bookmas content that's going to be coming out this month. I will be posting every other day all the way up until the 24th of December. Also, a really quick thank you so much to all my patrons over on my Patreon book club. If you are ever interested in joining the book club or just checking it out, the link is always down in my description box down below. Other than that, that's all I have for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!